It's one of the most brutal events in swimming, the 200 fly, and today we're going to take a look at which women we expect to contend for the Olympic title in this event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Starting out, these are the fastest swimmers that will be able to contest the event in Paris from this season. That list is led by Canadian superstar Summer McIntosh with a 2:04.33 from the Canadian Olympic trials. Behind McIntosh is the reigning Olympic silver medalist Regan Smith with her 2:04.80. Aussie Elizabeth Dekkers hit a new lifetime best at the Australian Open this year with a 2:05.20. In the fourth position, we find 2021 Olympic champion Zhang Yufei with her 2:05.57 from the Asian Games at the start of this season. Alex Shackle in fifth set a lifetime best of 2:06.10 in the semifinals of the US Olympic trials before touching second behind Smith in the final. Our top four swimmers have a sizable lead over the rest of the field, all being in the 2:04 or 2:05 range as the rest of the field turns in 2:06s and 2:07s. I would expect the medals to fall with three of these four swimmers as things currently stand, so let's take a look at their splits. Zhang got things rolling very quickly with the fastest first 50 out of these four swimmers, about 2/10 over McIntosh, but she quickly fades over the remainder of the race and her last two 50s are the slowest of this field. McIntosh has a massive second 50 outsplitting everybody by a huge margin. It's this 50 that is responsible for most of her lead in the current world standings. Smith makes a run at McIntosh on the third 50 as the sole sub 32 second split on that portion of the race, but it's not enough to overcome the difference. Dekkers similarly closes on the entire field by a massive margin on the very final 50. If these times were all swam together in the same race, we would have seen her shoot past Zhang but fall short of catching the leaders, being just too far back from the very start. Summer McIntosh is looking strong with her 2:04.33 from Canadian trials, and what's more is that she is also the 2022 and 2023 world champion in this event. But while McIntosh has been on top in this event for most of this Olympic cycle, Zhang and Smith do hold faster personal bests than she does. When Zhang was crowned Olympic champion in 2021, she did so with a blistering 2:03.86. That made her the first woman since 2009 to go under the 2:04 barrier. Then Regan Smith had her turn at the Sun Devil Open in 2023. She also dipped under the 2:04 barrier, just 1/100 slower than Zhang's gold medal winning time with a 2:03.87. Those two 2:03s make those swimmers the third and fourth fastest performers in the history of this event, and as you can see from this list, McIntosh isn't far from joining them under 2:04. Her gold medal winning time of 2:04.06 from the 2023 World Championships lands her just behind those two in a tie for fifth and is just on the cusp of breaking into the 2:03s. Even though some of her competitors have been faster, I think that McIntosh's back-to-back world titles in this event speak for her ability to get her hand on the wall when it counts. Another thing of note is the fact that McIntosh has been pretty good about improving this event from trials to that year's big meet. In 2022, she dropped from a 2:07.60 all the way to a 2:05.20, and again in 2023 from a 2:04.70 to a 2:04.06, and now that she's been as fast as 2:04.33 at this year's trials, I'm liking her chances of joining the 2:03 club. Regan Smith was able to drop from trials in both 2021 and 2022, going from 2:06.99 to 2:05.30 in 2021 and 2:07.93 to 2:06.79 in 2022. But last year, Smith struggled to drop after her in-season best swim. As mentioned previously, her personal best came from the Sun Devil Open, a meet that she would have had no business being tapered for. After setting a new American record at that meet, many were heavily anticipating her swim in this event at that year's Nationals, but she was almost 2 seconds slower in 2:05.79, and after that, at the 2023 World Championships, she added yet again to 2:06.58. Her season best time this year is from the Westmont Pro Swim Series. She was a touch slower at Olympic trials in 2:04.91. Zhang Yufei's season best swim that currently ranks her fourth in the world represents her fastest swim since the Tokyo Olympics. She is still in a position to challenge for medals with her current world standing, but based on the time she's putting up recently, I don't know if she'll be back under 2:04 in Paris. Dekkers has been showing steady improvement year over year in this event and managed to win the silver medal in the event at 2023 Worlds, touching ahead of Smith. If Dekkers can continue her steady rise in the event, then she is certainly a threat, especially with that sizzling back half. As things stand right now, it looks like Summer McIntosh is setting up to continue her series of podium-topping swims in this event. Even though two of her competitors have faster lifetime bests, she's had more recent success this cycle and holds the fastest time in the world this year. You might say that I'm biased in favor of McIntosh McIntosh because she was my first round pick for my SwimSlam fantasy team. And you'd be right. But what do you think is going to happen in this event in Paris? Will McIntosh grab the gold, or will there be an upset? Let me know down below. And also let me know what events you want to see previewed next.